Yes, it's gonna be a quick stream today. I'm kind of busy, and I would prefer to get things done. Yep, it is what it is. Everyone's asleep, so I don't have to worry about, hogging on the internet or anything. Um, let's go. I think I switched all my dailies to Mondstadt. Thank goodness I'm done going around Inazuma.
Add Ast.
Hello. I feel very welcome. Alright. Alright. Hello. Alright.
Make my escape.
Is there anything new in this event? Yes, 80,000 Mora. Uh-huh. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like 800,000 more could have been better. Like, okay, maybe 100 wishes is asking a bit much, but I mean, you don't know. Who knows? Like 50 wishes or even 20 wishes, that would have been nice. But it is what it is. I'm personally not that miffed that it's gone. Um, it is what it is. So let's do those dailies. Dragon Spine, interesting. All right. Let's see if we got this. I hope we got this. All right. It's cold.
It's really easy to hide in weather like this. There's this ninjutsu technique called Coco Snow, where you can pretty much make yourself invisible.
Oh.
All other people see when they look at you is the snowflakes dancing.
Quiver! There is no escape!
All right. Where are we going? Of course. Just what we need.
Shine down!
And away I go!
Freeze!
All right.
Strike!
Come on. All right.
Huh?
All right. Let's go.
Anything the knights can do for you.
Juliana. Um. Honestly, I think she'd like some food. Bruh. That's a new quest, honestly. Hello, Norma. Hello. Thank you. Sarah, I'm coming. We can go really fast. Not really. It's not really that fast. What is it? Wonder what this is. Whoa. Hello. Hi. Welcome. Hello, noob dog. What you be doing? Something up? I don't know. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I'm just doing dailies. I have work tonight and I have an assignment I need to do, so I'm just kind of like rushing through things right now. Yes. I hope she likes food. I mean, not to be insensitive, but like she looks like the kind of person that would like
get to take back to Lily?
she looks like the kind of person that would like really appreciate a nice meal. Okay, it's newbie dog. Okay. Newbie dog. Okay, it's kind of the same. It's all the same to me. It's like noob is just like short for newbie, and I don't mean to be insensitive if you are, but that's just how I read it. Yeah, but noob literally is short for newbie. So like if you're trying to call yourself newbie, I don't know, it doesn't really change what the thematics of the name is. Alright, I'll call you newbie then, because anything more than two syllables, you know, is very hard to say over and over again. Yeah, is there anything you want me to talk about? I mean, I'm just playing this game, doing my grind, you know. Oops. Alright. Bye. Okay.
Quiver!
I wish... Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, you can explain your name? I mean, I would like to hear that. What is your name about? If you're too lazy though, I get it. I get it. I get it. You know, sometimes I don't feel like explaining things either. So, understandable. Truly. Alright. Yeah, my name is Adamic Fails, right? So, this name came from like back in the time when I played Minecraft. It was a time where like my parents, they were super strict about me playing video games and all that stuff. So at the time, it was very hard for me to play any kind of video games. So I bought this Minecraft account from one of my friends, and the Minecraft account username was called Academy Fail, right? And then what I did is I changed my username from Academy Fail just to
Illusion
I
shattered!
changed my name from Academy Fail to just Adamic.
No turning back! Torn to
And
oblivion!
that's kind of just how it went. It's just for a very long time I just started I just used Ademic as a name, so it's like academic without the AC, so it's just Ademic. And then that's how I got my name. I know it's kind of lame, but that's my story with it. It's just something that, you know, hold me a bit closer to my roots. You know, I guess I'm thinking about rebranding, but you know, that's then from now. You know, I have a long time before I really need to. I want to even consider such a thing. You know, because I just do what I want. You know, I'm not really serious in this whole, you know, in this whole. Oh, it's lame of a story. Oh, your first name was Barbecue Dog. Oh, this is Barbecue Dog 2. It's new. Okay, so it's new Barbecue Dog. That's not lame of a story. That still makes a lot of sense. And yeah, that still makes a lot of sense. And you know what? A story is a story. It explains why something is the way it is. So that's very interesting. I there's a I used to play Minecraft, right? And I just said this as this username comes from my Minecraft account. Um, I used to play on this server called Winecraft, and it's so funny because the owner of the server, Salted, right? He wanted his name not to be. He didn't want his name to be Salted. He originally wanted his name to be Salted Salmon, but Salted Salmon was already a username that was taken at the time. So he just straight up cut the salmon off and just called himself, you know, Salted. And that's the origin of his name. Um yeah, so I think that's, you know, a story is a story, you know, and human beings are people that they love stories, and it's one of the best ways to communicate. And that's yeah. Let's switch my travel team. All right. Boing, boing, boing. Hello. Yes, I would like you to be a Deus Ex Machina. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Which story? I just said two stories. The one about my username being Ademic from Academy Fail, or the one about salted salmon and or the one about salted salmon and just cutting it down to salted. I wouldn't know. Yeah. Let's go. There's another one down there. Oh. No! Don't discount your own story. Like, it's still a story, you know? Like, it's called Barbecue Dog. I mean, I feel like that's an Asian joke, but I don't really care because I make dog jokes all the time. Um, and you know, and there's kind of a philosophy I like to go by. It's called, you know, food is food, and if you want to eat dog, you can eat dog. You know, yeah, this is gonna take way out of context in the future, but it's like I don't really care because I'm here. You know, I'm here to have fun and do what I want to do, not do whatever is going to be dictated to me by someone else because of, you know, something dumb called like ethics or something, you know? All right. Oh, there we go. That's nice. Thank you, Thank you, Pyro Slimes, for being here. Because they were here, I was able to get Overload and kill them with Overload. That felt real good. I don't know, man. I've seen stupider names. I've seen stupider names. You can think what you want, but I've definitely seen names with even less meaning. So, I have a character, I played a lot of D&D, and I have a character called Chelaskira. And, like, I don't remember how she got that name.
One man's stone is
But the
another
intention of the name was just supposed to be, like, kind of like gibberish. And it's just like, you know, sometimes you just want a really cool name that's memorable. And Newbie Dog, New Barbecue, you know, that's honestly that I think that's pretty memorable. That's memorable enough, to say the least. Right, okay, there we go. Yeah, so that's that. But, you know, believe what you want to believe. But I think that, you know, the more you downplay the importance of something, you know, the more that downplay will just simply become a reality. And like, you know, that's cool and all, but I'd rather people have the best reality that's possible for them. And that just kind of includes, oh wait, can I fly from this? Wait. Wait. Alright. Oh, bruh. This is just a chest. Okay, it is what it is. I have 20 seconds to open it. Can I get there in 20 seconds? Of course not. There we go.
One
Easy.
man's stone is another man.
Easy chest. I don't know why I had such a hard time doing that. Oh, you like barbecue and dogs? You see, that's the best part about storytelling. The best part about storytelling is that you could like not intend something to mean anything, and people are still going to add meaning to it. So like you say you like barbecue and you like dogs, right? I'm Asian. So like when I see the word barbecue and dog, I think, "Oh yeah, Asians like to eat dogs." And that's the interpretation that I give it. And yeah, that's racist of course, but like I'm Asian, so I don't care. You know. Um that's just kind of the entire thing. So ultimately, I remember I was listening to Trash Taste while I was at work the other day, and they were talking about how like in Evangelion, like the cross, like the angels like dying, like turning into a cross when they die, like that was just done on a whim, and there was no story behind it, but people still gave that story meaning. Like people still gave that symbol meaning, even though it didn't really exist. You know what I mean? Where is this chest? Bruh. Hello. Can you guys, like, die? Thank you.
One man's stone.
Oh, I sound
is
like a
another
teacher?
man's gem.
I honestly appreciate that. I want to be someone that can help people. That's kind of like my entire, like, character arc kind of deal. I just want to help people. I want people to do what they want to do. I want them to be encouraged to, do a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I know. I sound like it's a little funny, but I enjoy it, and I that's what I yeah. Maybe I'll be a teacher. Who knows? I hope I have it in me to be a teacher. But there's just a lot of patience, and I don't know. I wish patience is something that I had more of. But that's also up to the person as well. Is this chest all the way up? I swear I got this chest already. Dude, it's confirmed chest respawn. Can you believe it? I can't believe it, chest respawn. Yeah. I'm here. I think these are like the last two chests, because I was at like 80% the other day. Oh, fetch. Hello. 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 Bye. Alright. Okay. Alright, that one's too high up there. I gotta teleport again. I can... Oh, you're also Asian? So you get the joke. You get the joke, right? The joke is like, yeah, you're Asian, haha, you eat dogs. Dogs and barbecue together is such a great combo, wouldn't you agree? Yeah. It's very cringe, but it's something that sadly a lot of people can stand behind. Um Imagine that being your thing. It's like, oh yeah, I'm just barbecue dog. Um I would say if you do want to make things interesting, like if you were thinking make things more interesting, like maybe like barbecue dog, but like dog is spelled DAWG. I hope that's not cultural misappropriation. I have no idea. But it's possible. Like I don't know, maybe someone associates that specific spelling of dog with the race or something. I don't care though. But maybe that's a unique name that you might enjoy. All right, did that finish the quest for me? Hello. 98%. Bruh. I was so close. I'm so close to finishing it. I guess I'll just wait until tomorrow. Bro, that's so sad. I was I was this I was this close to finishing it. I can't. I feel that I don't know. That's very frustrating. I thought I can get the last 2%, but you know, it is what it is. I'll wait. There's plenty of days left for that to happen. Let's do some. How much resin do I have? I think I have a lot of condensed resin. Um, that's a lot of condensed resin. Now, what is this Moonchase charm? It is the stores of the festival. Okay. Okay. I never like you eat bugs. Yeah, yeah, that's because most people are smart. You know, I grew up in a place where, you know, there were a lot of Asians making a lot of Asian jokes. And, you know, it's like how a lot of like, you know, a lot of black people say like black people can say the N-word and stuff. But it's like, you know, it's all kind of it's all if you're saying it to someone that you know, it's kind of like if you're saying it in jest and it's someone that's close to you that you know, like for me, it's about the intention. You know, if you intend to offend someone, yeah, you're probably going to offend them because people, surprise, surprise, people don't like to be offended. Uh, and if you intend to offend them, that probably hurts their feelings. You know, if I knew someone was just trying to offend me, my biggest question is like, why? Like, what did I do? Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, why are you angry at me? Like, I just want to do what I want to do. You know, am I hurting you? You know, if I'm not hurting you, like, please, like, leave me alone, or like, maybe we can try to get an understanding. And that's always my mentality. I need to spend this resin somewhere. What domain should I do? Um, I want to do more of the ice domain because that one's like really, really good. But I also want to do, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'll just do the ice domain because I don't. First off, I don't have a good cryo character. I also don't have a good hydro character, and because of that, I also don't have a good set for anyone. So that's kind of what I'm my issue. Um, yeah, this was my event party, but that's out the window. Um, yes, I prefer this.
With you all the way.
Start. Oh no, I don't do challenges. I am very, very casual. I am so sorry. As you can see, if you want to see how casual I am, this is how casual I am, okay? I play this game because I am dumb and I'm stupid and I don't have the patience to play other games like Dark Souls or something, okay? If I wanted a challenge, yes, I play this game on easy mode on purpose. Okay? You know, that's why I spend money. Money is the easiest way to solve the problems. You know, it doesn't solve them, but it gives you the easiest path. You know what I mean? Like, I can work 10 hours. If I work 10 hours, you know, that's enough for 20 polls. You know, that's kind of my philosophy when it comes to whaling in this game. And a lot of people probably don't like it, but it is what it is, you know. Alright.
Illusion shattered.
Okay. Alright.
This is order. Quake.
Alright. Alright. Why aren't you dead yet? Please, die. Look at that. See? Easy claps. Easy claps. This is how I play the game. Oh yeah, yeah, and I get it. You know, free to play. There's a reason to be free to play. There's also a reason to, you know, to do a lot of things, and the game is designed to bait people into paying. Yeah. You don't want to spend your savings, and that's the thing, you know. That's the thing about being free to play is like free to play is good if you're saving and stuff, but like if you're getting a steady income and you have, you know, that's why when the YouTubers are talking about income, they say that's garbage, garbage, garbage. Watch, we're gonna have an animo, but they say like disposable income. Yeah, you should not be spending your savings You should not be spending your savings on a video game. That's 100% true. Don't spend your savings on a game. But if you have income, that's different. You know, income is something that, you know, it means that you can probably get more, you know, over time. And that's what income is. You know, you don't have income, yeah, you really shouldn't be paying money to somewhere that you're not sure of. You know, ooh, that looks pretty cool. But this one is definitely better. They're both scuffed. For a feather, you want perfect stats for a feather. All right. I don't have income. You're only 14. Yeah, and I get it. I was 14 only like 6 years ago as well, and I can say, being not having income, it really sucks. You don't have any freedom. You know,
Storm the front. Quiver.
but it's also kind of what you want to do. So,
Now you shall perish.
yeah. All right, please die, please die. No, 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 no. Please, please, I beg you. All right, I did not die. All right, are you dead? Please. Yeah. And I get it. People that are free to play. But here's the thing. You're 14, right? How much time do you have? Do you have, like, you're 14, that means you're like a freshman in high school. I'm assuming I'm assuming you're in something similar to high school. And that was almost great. Oh, it's an attack sans. Could be good. And like the thing is, high school is like if you have a lot of things to do, you should pursue those things because that's what high school is about. High school is about having fun and doing what you want and learning things that will help you.
Quake.
I can't say the same thing about college. Because college is something you have to pay for, it becomes a lot harder to just be like, oh, this is what I'm gonna do.
Rise.
Hello.
No turning back. Strike.
Hello.
Shine down.
Alright, goodbye.
Shines eternal.
How much damage? 179. Let's go. Let's go. Please die. Easy. No, 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 don't hurt me. Thank you. Let's kind of... Yeah, life will change though. Life will change. Ooh, yo, that's a... Ooh, those are both high potential. This one specifically. Let's level this. Oh, did I press back? Oh my goodness, I'm so dumb.
I'll be fine.
Give me a second.
But we don't want you, King.
I know I don't want to catch a cold either. Where is Blizzard Strayer? Here we are. Copium. Where's the good stuff? I had some good stuff. Elemental Mastery, HP. Here's the good stuff. If this rolls like crit rate or attack percent, it doesn't need crit rate. If it rolls attack percent, like that would be amazing. Alright. Let's select some materials. Materials! Alright, come on. Attack percent. Oh, it's flat attack. Oh, it was so close. I saw the attack and I thought it was it was attack percent. But it was flat attack. Flat attack's only marginally worse than all the other stuff. So it's not so bad. I guess I'll level this at the end of the day. I still got 2 things to do though, so... I think I still have 2 condensed resin. So... let's go. What's happening to Genshin? No, I haven't heard... I mean, I heard that there's a lot of, like... As stated in the title, I heard there's a lot of, like... mob mentality going around, people like hating about like the Genshin rewards and everything. It's like, get it, you could be dissatisfied with the awards, but like, the thing about Genshin is that they never promise to give anniversary rewards, and people have a right to be upset,
Storm the front.
but it's still very very annoying when people you know
There is no escape. Torn to
and
oblivion.
yeah, and I heard about like the censorship and everything, but it's like, I mean, what do you expect? It's China, like this is a Chinese company. They're going to act like Chinese people, which is they're going to, yeah. Why are you canceling? This is, what I think this is very ridiculous. Yeah, I know people are canceling Genshin. What I think is so ridiculous about this is that this is literally give them an inch and they'll take a mile. Like the entire idiom is, oh my gosh, the entire idiom is right there. Like, yeah, Genshin, they gave us an inch, and then now everyone's asking for like a big mile of rewards. And that's just my take on it. Is it's cool and all, but I mean, yeah, that's it. It kind of frustrates me that I get it. People care about this game. It's a very good game, and it's a game that more people that it's a great game, but it's also a game that people they love it so much, and but they think that what they want is what's good, you know. And don't get me wrong, I would love to have more anniversary rewards as well, but you know, I don't like seeing the bomb mentality. I was saying on Discord is like, you know, um, I was saying on Discord, what's so important is, because of this cancel culture. Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, this is dumb because like so many, bruh, so many of those are just bogus, And yes, there were plenty of legitimate, and yeah, it went from a 4.5 to 2, but very recently they all like Google just started taking down a lot of them as well, And don't get me wrong, I see that as pretty alarming as well. Wow, that's pretty good. I also see that as pretty alarming because now Genshin's back to a 4.9 because of all the censorship. But I think that that's it's honestly really really natural for something like that to happen. You know, you give people something like that, and you do some. I get it. The communication is terrible, terrible right now. But terrible communication, especially for a game that's free to play like this, it sucks. But it's also like why do you feel so entitled to anniversary rewards? Genshin is a gacha game. Okay, yes, most gacha games have amazing anniversary rewards, but that's because most gacha games are also a bunch of pump and dumps. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, but gacha games generally are pump and dumps, but Genshin Impact is not one of those games. Genshin Impact is not a pump and dump scheme. Genshin Impact is a legitimate game that, teams of people spend days and days of their life working on so that they can bring this game to us. It's like I would love to have better rewards. But it's also like this is a great game. And there's a lot of people that, give people crap for like, oh, you're defending $1 billion company, but it's just like, what's wrong with defending $1 billion company? Just because they have so much money, does that mean that you can't defend them? That doesn't make sense. That makes no sense. So that's just that's just my spiel. I think yes, I think people should be able to be heard, but I don't think people should be imposing what they are saying on other people. Why can't they accept the rewards they are? People are accepting the rewards, but they just want more. It's not that they're not accepting the rewards. If people didn't accept the rewards, they would not log into Genshin. They would not continue playing Genshin Impact. If they didn't, but they are accepting the rewards, and that's kind of the hypocrisy here. People are, they're eating up these rewards, like, and then they're just asking for more, and that's what I have I wouldn't say I have trouble with it, but it's like it's something that I can definitely it's something that I see, you know, I can definitely see that as, very hypocritical. And yeah, I see that as pretty hypocritical. It's trash. Um, Not perfect. Terrible. Oh, yeah, I'm sifting. Why would you play this game if you're only playing for rewards, right? I mean, play this game because you love this game. You don't love the game, just, don't play it. If you hate the game, like that's even more reason to do that. Well, that's a pretty good goblet. I should lock that in. Um, yeah. So this is be good if there's like a nice person that. If there was just, oh, but it has crit rate. Never mind. Yeah. I don't have Kokomi. I am an Archon only collector, as you can tell. I only have like the only banner characters I have are like Venti Zhongli and Kazuha. And Kazuha I got him on accident. So, that says anything about the kind of person I am. I just look for a bunch of like old people. Old people. Alright. Yes, HP percent. That's really what I'm looking for. That's just cursed. I'm done. I'm done building the cursed artifact. These are also cursed artifacts. Yep. So many facts. I try to. That's something that I've been trying to do since like I was a teenager. I just tried to be as objective as possible, and I just, say things, say things as they are, but recognize that they might not be what you think, Alright, bye. Pew pew pew. Alright, are you? Nope. Oh, you died in midair. That was nice. I appreciate that. Yeah. It's if it's no one here, I honestly just kind of like sit back and just do it quietly. But it's good. It's nice talking to someone. Thank you. If I may I ask what country you're in? Just what country? I'm not even like trying to be specific. I'm just curious what country you're in because that can give like knowing what country you're from can give me a lot of context on like, like your perspective and things like that. I'm making a bunch of excuses, but if you are not oh, you're in the Philippines. Okay. All right. Yes. I can definitely see that. Okay. I know some people. I play Genshin Impact with a bunch of people in from New Zealand and super nice people. And I grew up in the States, right? The United States. This big gang of a country that just does whatever it wants and takes whatever it wants. So I grew up in this very very hypocritical country, and I grew up in California, so that's where I'm from. California is big enough to be its own country, but it's not. So that's something. What do I know about the Philippines? I know like a couple people that are Filipino. Like, because growing up, I grew up in like a mostly Asian place. Not sure if you guys consider yourself Asian, but I consider Filipinos Asians. But I knew a couple. Yeah, super nice. Yeah, I heard that. I don't know. I feel like the thing about because I grew up in California, I saw a lot of parallels between like Filipino culture and Mexican culture. I just thought that was very interesting. Oh, I missed another butterfly. Boo-hoo. And it's just, yeah, it's nice to meet someone that's just respectful and everything. But I also understand why there are, why this world also needs rude people. Like we need people that are willing to be rude to other people to, you know, get them to fix their stuff. But I also think, you know, we could do better at being more understanding. The Vicks Vaporub. What is the Vicks Vaporub? I'm sorry. I am not very I'm not very learned in this sense. Like, what is Vicks Vaporub? Let me look this up. What is this Vicks Vaporub that we speak of here? Okay. No, I actually don't need this tab. Vaporub. Okay, let me look it up. Okay, Vicks no. Vaporub. Um, Vaporub. Okay, let me look what this is. This is weird. Vaporub. I'm trying to look. I'm seeing like, yeah, this US. It looks like it's not. It's definitely not English, right? Oh,
Every journey has its final
we're
end.
probably talking. You're
Don't
probably
rush.
talking about something in Genshin, right? Um, is this Spanish? It looks like it's Spanish. Um, but I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm so sorry. I have no idea what you're talking about. Um, it sounds like a food because, you know, like a rub, like. So my roommate was, you know, making a brisket rub, right? Because I bought a brisket the other day, like, you know, this huge,
Solidify!
you know, unsustainable like chunk of meat. Oh, what are you talking about? Are you talking about like an artifact or something? I don't know what you're talking about. Please explain this to me. Okay, so it is the ointment. Okay. I was looking at Google and it was like I was seeing ointment. I'm like, this can't be the right thing, right?
The wind knows me.
Yeah, okay. Okay, if you're talking about the ointment, I looked it up and I was like, what is this? Right? And I was like, okay, you're talking about ointment. And Vicks is the brand. I think in the United States it's VICKS.
Solidify!
But yeah, the brand is something. Yeah, that's very interesting. All right, if I do this here,
Solidify!
oh, I still missed. That's fine. Yeah. How did we get to talking about ointment? How? How did this happen?
Huh?
I don't know. I'm just observing.
Stabilize!
Alright, that broke this. Did it break this? Of course it did. Nice. Yeah. Ointment. Oh. From rewards to ointment. Oh, is that like one of the rewards that they're... Is that one of the rewards that they're giving people for playing Genshin? Lol. You know,
Solidify!
that's like the perfect segue to make like a sex joke about lubricant. But I'm not in the mood for doing that. You're 14, okay? When I was 14, I knew that kind of stuff, okay? I know the States might be an exception or whatever, but like, come on. I'm not gonna pursue it though. I just recognize that there is an opportunity for that. You know, because, you know, Genshin Impact players are a bunch of coomers, and I'm not sure if that's banned. I don't think so. I haven't heard that was bannable, but I know that another word is the word for, you know, white knight and shining armor. That's a bannable word, but I don't think Hoover is. Because there's no context, right? Yeah, let's continue making that kind of joke, right? That's the kind of community we want Genshin Impact to be. Yes, a community that watches a bunch of weird stuff. All right, come on.
Stabilize!
Bam. You know, while I agree, oh no, it makes it worse. Okay, it's because I have no idea what the context is. All right, you gotta understand. I don't know what the context is of this ointment. I just know that. All right, this is an ointment. It exists. Okay, what is so important about this? You know, this ointment thing. Oh, I should do this. I'm sorry if my explaining it makes it worse, but keep in mind I have no context. I'm just trying to go off of whatever you're saying. So, yes, context is key. No! Come on! Come on! Yes! Alright, I got 2. That's enough for me.
Gather. Time to go. Into the wind.
Alright, into the wind, guys. Oh. Oh. The thing is, I can see how like Filipino culture is similar to Mexican culture because both countries. Oh, you're talking, yeah, the similarity between Mexicans and Filipinos. Okay, that conversation. Yeah, yeah. So I think there's a delay. I don't know how long the delay is,
Boats are made
but
for
I can
transferring
see you
commodities back
talk.
and forth.
I might be getting it
Those that
late,
come across
or
Leon
my
tend to
video is
stay
going
away.
out late.
So
I
it
have
is
no
where many
idea.
things come to stay.
Yeah, there's a lot of similarities between Mexicans and Filipinos because, no one likes the history, but both countries were conquered by Spain. I can't say I know a lot about Spanish culture, but I can imagine both countries, both countries being, you know, basically owned by Spain for several decades at the very least. I'm guessing at least a century or so. Of course, I'm guessing that there will be a lot of, you know, cultural uh, cultural interaction that you don't see in, some other places. Um. Oh, there's a 7-second delay. I don't know. 7 seconds feels like a short time, but it's actually very, very long when you're trying to have a full conversation. Um, and imagine when we start like having like people in space. Ugh, like talk about like delay. Look at that chest. You see, I've been coming here like at least once a week, and I see that chest, and I don't go into it. Why? Why do I do that to myself? I don't know. But I'm just, it's just something that. Alright, there's nothing here.
Solidify.
Yeah. Also, the hospitality is great as well. Yeah, I'm right now. I mean, I'm still in the States, but I'm in a place that's a lot more white than where I grew up. So it's kind of weird, like seeing only white people. And sometimes, growing up in California, you don't realize that a majority of the rest of the country is white. Like you're in California, you just see like a bunch. You just see like 60% of the population is Hispanic or Latino, and you think that that applies everywhere. It doesn't. And that's something that I had to kind of grapple with for a very long time. Coming up here, it's just like, okay, I just gotta realize I'll be seeing a lot more white people. Man, I don't like how this flyer thing has such a long cooldown. It's basically, if you're Asian, you must know what we fear most. Alright, it depends on what you're saying, what you define as fear. Because, like, I recognize that high and low context cultures. There's a lot of things that Asians are afraid of, okay? Like, at least Chinese people, right? Chinese people, they're afraid of losing face. They are, they are afraid of, like, embarrassing themselves and things like that. Or, failing or whatever, getting a B, being a Bijan, What is it? What is your answer of what Asians are most scared of? Because don't think I have the right answer. I have a plethora of things that I know that a lot of, my acquaintances that are Asian are kind of afraid of. I watch all the Asian stuff. Like I've watched, Nigel, Uncle Rod, the Uncle Roger dude. You know, he's hilarious. Um, I watch some like Asian comedy, but what is this? What are you looking for here? Oh, oh, okay, the Asian slipper dude. Okay, yes, the slipper. That is something as well. So there's a couple things that I hear are thrown all the time. Okay, the slippers, and then there are coat hangers, and then there are belts. For me, growing up, I used a lot of belt. Like for me, what I was threatened with is I was threatened with belts. Um, so that's what it was for me. So yeah, slippers are scary. I hear a lot of stories about slippers, but I also hear a lot of stories about just generic corporal punishment, which I completely disagree with. I believe in being a carrot. Okay, yes, slippers are scary. They hurt. If you get hit by a slipper, it hurts, and it hurts very very hard. Okay, I should definitely zoom out a bit. Okay, where is the gold? Okay, the gold's here. Parents have one more weapon in their arsenal. Really? Is it the heat? I don't know. There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot to say about that. I'm curious. Do you play Which server do you play Genshin on? Do you play Genshin on the Americas? Oh yeah, slippers. Do you use the America server? Do you use the EU server? Or you use the Asian server? I don't know. The people that I met from, I mean, yes, I met them from Genshin, and they're on the America servers, but they're in New Zealand. So like, I get you're on like an island nation, so like I'm just a little curious, like, oh, like which server you play on mostly. Oh, you're on the Asia server. Yeah. That makes sense. That that checks out. Yeah. Yeah. I would add you, but I'm on the American server,
Stabilize.
so rip. Bye. Let's go over here. There's always a ton of crystals over here, regardless of what day it is. Um, I I have a splattering of knowledge. You see, I want to be like this guy. I want to be like this guy. This guy's super cool, but I know in reality I'm more like this guy. You know, I'm more like Kazuo. I just do what I want. I wish I could be as knowledgeable as Zhongli. Oh, Wallace Ting Ting. Oh, that sounds terrible. That sounds like a bad day. All right. Let's search this bad boy up. What is this? Wallace Ting Ting. Wallace Ting. Wallace Ting. Oh. 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 Okay. It's kind of like a broom, right? It's just a bunch of straw. That looks very painful. I can definitely see that be weaponized. Be funny, but weaponized is weaponized. Yeah. Corporal punishment, not good. That's all I can say. I don't enjoy it. As someone who grew up with it, I don't ever intend to subject my children to that. When I have children, if I have children, I don't know. The future is a funny thing. Yeah. All right. You can get a mark from a lot of things. Um, there's a lot of things you can that can hurt, you know. Like I remember like before I moved out, like my dad threatened me just like straight up. He straight up threatened me with like a bakery roller, you know, like one of those things that that like bakers use to like roll
Stabilize.
like pizzas and stuff. Like he straight up like threatened to hit me with that. So yeah, that's when I decided, yeah, it's time for me to move out. I'm 18, I can move out now. That's when I made that decision. Um,
Gather.
but yeah, it's certainly a thing. Yeah, I think a lot of it is just they want to get what they want to get. It's like, come on, just sometimes just life. You may be able to control a lot of things about your kids and everything, but understand that like at some point, you will reap what you sow.
Stabilize.
That's kind of what parents need to realize. If they hit their kids, they need to realize that their kids are going to end up hitting each other, and it's going to cause a lot of problems in the future. And it's a good idea to keep an eye out for that kind of stuff. Drink some water. Yeah, it was nice talking to you. Um, I have some homework to do, so I'm going to stream for at most an hour 30 minutes. So we got a little bit of time. There's still about 35 minutes left, but just want to let you know. We grab 3-piece, and and that's the worst feeling ever. The whole while sinking doesn't hurt. But when you grab 3 pieces, and that's what. Oh, yes, because the force is concentrated. Yeah, if you just take the full broom, yeah, it's not going to hurt as much. The force is, yes, because it uses the way. How do I explain this? It's more acute pain. It's because the thing is like bludgeoning, like yeah, it's basically whipping. The thing about bludgeoning is, yeah, bludgeoning hurts, but so does a lot of other things. But bludgeoning also deals more damage. If it's just like the whip. Yes, whipping is, whipping can harm people, but the amount of harm is superficial most of the time. Right? Of course, you can get like deep gashes and stuff from whips and things like that. Don't get me wrong, but I do recognize that, yes, in terms of like a corporal punishment, something that's like a whip that deals superficial damage that hurts a lot,
This realm.
that does make a lot of parents feel better. It's still very ridiculous that anyone would consider doing something like that to children, but you do what you got to do. Uh, yeah, don't get me wrong. I know what a whip is capable of. Something that can whip it. It Yeah, I know what it's capable of. It can do a lot of. It can really do a number on people. So, uh, yeah, avoid that stuff. And it's a good thing that the internet exists now to kind of show like a lot of the bull crap that's been happening
If you ever
with
had
that,
it,
because people still believe in. There's a lot of people that still believe that corporal punishment is good, even though the science clearly shows that corporal punishment is absolutely not necessary and is actively harmful for children, but people still refuse to recognize that for whatever reason. Let's do Mondstadt. I haven't minded Mondstadt in forever. Yes, let's start here. And buy me Jollibee. Oh, new update is available. Oh, okay. Time to update. Um, there's no camera detected. Ha ha ha. Yeah, and that's kind of the deal, it does that. And that's why it's kind of what happens, there's a give and take, but to be honest, it's like you don't need corporal punishment. I specifically don't have a camera, but all right, back to the game. So yeah, and my parents were kind of the same. Like if they recognize something went too far, they usually become apologetic. But you don't want to have to do that, you know. It's just like if you know you went too far, why would you still do something like that? You know, it's just like, yeah, it's thank you for apologizing, but like if you just, you know, were careful in the first place, you wouldn't have to deal with it. You know, it's kind of the trick, you know, if you yes, of course, you know, people say like, "Oh yeah, you miss all the shots you don't take," but like why would you try to actively like
Solidify.
hurt someone? And yeah, being apologetic is nice and all, but I think more people just need to recognize that they're not doing their kids any good by hitting them. You know, with anything.
Solidify.
You know, like yeah, that's what guilt tripping is for. You know, you want to teach a kid, you teach the kid the right way. You know, and here's the truth: there is no right way. There's no one right way to teach a kid, and everyone that does corporal punishment thinks that that's the one right way to teach a kid. It's not. It is not. Um, it's a myth. That's 100% a myth. You know. I wish you could. Yeah, and that was the same for me as well. You know, the reason why my dad went to such lengths to like give me corporal punishment was because like he would try to hit me and like the recoil because he's an old man, right? Like the recoil would just hit him so hard. Like I was like, okay, I'm just gonna hit you with a stick next time, you know, kind of deal. And when he picked up that big old stick, I was like, nope, I'm out of here. You know, he just yeah. So like you know like the big like dough sticks, the sticks that they use to like make pizza or like to roll doughs and like do you have like Asian pancakes or something? I don't know, like this big stuff that you manipulate dough with, right? The big sticks. Yeah, that's like what he started turning to like after I turned 18. And yeah, I just don't I just don't deal with that anymore. You know. Luckily I never got hurt majorly because, you know, I knew how to pick my battles. Um it's actually dangerous. Like that like to do that is just serious it's just serious childhood, you know, child negligence if you were to conduct corporal punishment that way. And I probably could have pinned them for that, but you know, I was a stupid kid at the time. I thought I did what I wanted, but I really just did what they wanted me to do. So yeah.
Solidify.
Hey, rubber hurts. Rubber still hurts. You know, rubber. Some rubber is heavy, and yes, it may be soft, but the stiffness is still there, and it still hurts. If you're using as a bludgeoning weapon. So, Alan's dilemma. No, thank you. I'm not interested, Alan. You can do what you want.
Solidify.
Just run. Why don't you run? Why are you just cowering to do all of these commissions? All of these like these weird commissions is just straight like, oh, save this guy who's just cowering from monsters. You just run. You're human. You can run. You have like good stamina compared to most other animals, you know? Just run.
Solidify.
Hilly churls, you can outrun hilly churls, you know? You just walk into their territory, just leave their territory. Yeah, you got hurt, but just, you know, why are you just waiting to die? You're straight up just waiting to die. Why are you doing this to yourself? You know. So there's my little spiel.
Gather.
Dang it, it's not here. It's here. It's so nice talking to someone on stream. I really enjoy that. I just enjoy talking to people in general. You know, I like to say this about like the place that I live at, but like I kind of made this place, you know, in terms of like getting everyone to like each other and everything. I feel like I contributed a lot to making that happen. So that's one of the things that I'm proud of is, you know, trying to just bringing people together. All right. Come on. Come on. We're almost there. These are the last rocks.
Solidify!
All right. Is there anything else I need to do? I can do 3 more domain runs. That's something. They locked in. Yeah, that is something. So it's something. It's more of a primal response. Yes, getting locked in fear, that sucks. But I don't know. I don't mean to sound insensitive because it's like I get it. Like things are scary, and sometimes like you know stuff happens and it's scary, and you just can't move. So what I don't know. I live in a very I have a very comfortable life, right? Um, I have a very comfortable life. I don't have to worry about a lot of stuff like that, you know, especially um yeah, stuff that would just make me freeze. But after you have some time to think about it, like I don't know. There's the flight or fight response, right? If you can't beat them, just run, you know. And like if you're in a corner, yes, maybe you can cower. But like the thing is I don't know. I've never I don't ever remember being in a situation where I was locked in fear. Sadly, you know. I wish I remembered, but I don't. Uh why, you know, why is Diano here? It should be it should be Sayu.
Can I
So,
go catch up on my sleep?
no. Uh yes, sleep. So I can't really say I know what it's like. I do know what it's like to have like to be anxious about something, but
There is no escape.
like I don't know. I don't think I can say I ever recall being totally frozen in
Will
fear.
have order.
You know,
No turning back. Illusion shattered. Inazuma shut
bye. I just want to hit you a ton. Let's go. Alright, bye. Alright, you're not dead yet. How can I make you die? Alright, you're dead. Yeah. And that's what I'm making fun of. You know, yeah, after 3 and 5 seconds you get a grip of yourself. But these guys, they just like you can watch them. You watch them and they just sit there and you're just like, are you even worth helping? You know, kind of deal. This is a very, very copium hat. Sag. Yeah, it does feel like that. Sometimes it does feel like there's a shell that's covering you up. I would definitely agree with that. All right, let's do this. All right.
Solidify!
Glory to the Shogun. Come on out.
Stabilize!
Bye.
You shall perish.
All right, please die. All right, come on, you're dead. No, no, I took so much damage. That was unnecessary. Sag. Dude, what the heck is this shield? That's a very dumb shield.
Shine down.
3 more historical. Oh, you live near a cemetery. Interesting. Cemeteries. Very, very interesting. I remember one time I was in a scout camp. This is a good circler. It's not perfect, but it's good. That's also pretty good for one character. Cemeteries. Do you want to know what I think about cemeteries? Um, I I don't know. I think that cemeteries are it's this guy. This guy can talk a lot about cemeteries. Do you feel like more like Hu Tao when you're talking about cemeteries, or do you feel like Zhang when you're talking about cemeteries? I don't know.
This is
I just sometimes I just feel like
Storm the front! Strike! There is no escape! Torn to oblivion!
alright. Alright, you're dead. Oh man, I should have switched to Sarah. Okay. It is what it is. Okay. The thing is, Hu Tao is very, very serious about her duties as as a funeral parlor director. She really does care and respect the dead. Do you have Hu Tao? I don't know if you have Hu Tao. I love I don't have Hu Tao, but I love her character. And if I wasn't on this path to Archon, I probably might have gotten Hu Tao, but I don't have Hu Tao because when Hu Tao first came out, I was like meh. I was meh about it. But now that Sumeru is like a good ways away, and like there's times if Hu Tao gets a rerun, I'm so down to get Hu Tao. We'll get her Staff of Homa. I'd get her Staff of Homa and C1. Straight up because I have the money to do that. Alright. If this gets crit rate, or what does this want? If this gets energy recharge, because the thing is this set does not need crit rate. So let's see. If this gets crit rate, that's also good. Alright, I need 4 items. Let's get 4 of these Blizzard Stairs things, because they're all garbage. Attack. Garbage. Not garbage. Who knows? Maybe a healing bonus. We'll have another ice healer, right? That's. I feel so bad. I feel so bad about Chi Chi. It's just like, oh, you're an ice dealer. Rip. Okay. Copium. I don't know what to do about elemental mastery. All my elemental mastery stuff is garbage. Yeah. All right. Now, of course, it's defense percent. All right. What about what? Cemeteries. All right. So, I don't know, because like when I talk about the dead, I try to be very, very respectful, because if there's anyone who can't defend themselves, like literally, it's people who are dead. Because the dead, they don't have a voice anymore. So I always try to speak about the dead with a lot of care. Like when you're alive, yeah, you can make a bunch of jokes about killing people and in jest, right? You can make jokes about killing people and like, oh, like what happens when you die, but like once people are dead and they can't talk anymore, it's something that should be respected. Okay, so your town is known for its mythological creatures. Mythological creatures. You want to talk about like Genshin mythological creatures? Ganyu. So, what kind of creatures? I might be willing to look. I'll probably look them up. Oh man, I already did everything. Can't believe it. I'm caught up. Yay, feels good. It feels good to get caught up. Let's not do that. I'm on stream. That would be indecent. No, I wasn't thinking of anything indecent at all. All clean thoughts, I swear. Where do I want to go? I already have everything. Is there... No, I already have my level 50 battle pass. Ah! Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it. I won't do anything of that sort. Not on stream when someone else is actually interacting with me. Sometimes when I'm alone and I'm on stream, I might do that. So like my future self can cringe at me, like, dude, what's wrong with you? Yeah, I think I did everything for. It's Wednesday. It is Wednesday. It's Wednesday morning for me. But I. So the reason why I'm in the States and why I'm awake right now, even though it's like 8. Okay, I get it. But it's because I work graveyards. So my shift, I work at Amazon, right? And my shift is between like, is from like 6:30 to 6:30 p.m. to 7 a.m. And that's what I do. Like that's kind of where I go. So yeah, I'm awake because I sleep in the daytime. I also live in the basement. I live underground. So that's something that's helpful as well. Let's switch to Kazuha because I feel like me and Kazuha, I feel like very connected to this Kazuha dude. I wish I could cosplay him, but I don't got that confidence. Not yet. I think I did everything that I intended to do. That's nice. So today I have like a 10-hour shift because I swapped the shift and everything. Um I don't know what I want to do on because like okay, so I have Friday off, Friday morning. And then do I have clean? All right. Let's take a look at my characters. As I said before, I only ever pulled for archons. Right. So these are all my characters. Of the banner characters, I only have 4 of them. Right? The 4 archons. I only have the 4 archons and Kazuha. I wish I had Klee. No, I don't wish I had Klee. I have budget Klee. I have budget Klee. Okay. I actually built Yanfei because I love her so much. Um yeah. This is my Yanfei build. Oh, it's energy recharge. She needs the energy recharge though. My Yanfei is very energy hungry. Yeah, how yeah, she just doesn't have great substats. I mean, her stats aren't terrible, but this plus 225 defense, that's a waste. Um yeah. I use Yanfei. She's my Klee. She is Klee to me. Just because I grew up learning law. So no, that's something. Oh, that's just so I don't have Klee. I have Mona, I have Diluc, I have Jean. Those are the 3 that I have. And then I have like I used to main Geo Traveler, but now I don't really need her anymore now that I can just pair Zhongli with Raiden Shogun. Um Yeah, I'm sorry. I specifically wail for like Archons. Then TC1, Zhongli C5, I C2, C3. These are the 3 that I care that I do all this stuff for. This is nice. I'm sorry I don't have Klee. It's just the way that it is. And I will try to change my settings so that there's no delay. It's not like I'm playing a first person shooter. Yeah, no Klee. Very sorry. Let me see if there's something I can do about this delay. This delay feels like it's more than 7 seconds. Stream quality. Nope. Disconnect protection. Or past broadcast. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know. I'll try to figure it out. Just see like what's the best way to do it. Because it definitely looks like there's a lot more latency. Um, there's a lot more latency than 7 seconds. Um, at the very least. So desserts, yes. What is your favorite food? Yes, Raiden Shogun desserts. Yes, that's something I can understand. Favorite
Oh,
food.
don't listen to the Shogun. Desserts. Cavities are no big deal. You can just replace your teeth.
Yes.
Anyway, I just don't see how desserts can pose a serious obstacle to my pursuit of eternity.
They may not pose an obstacle to your pursuit of eternity, but they definitely will for me as a human, of course. Yes, desserts. Um, the one thing that a lot of people didn't notice day one, but I noticed like before I feel like I noticed this before most people is um the thing about the birthday, right? These are the two. This is the one thing that you have like both sides of eye. You have the Raiden Shogun, that would be embarrassing. That's definitely the Raiden Shogun, and this is
Happy
I.
birthday.
So
Let's
this is
celebrate
this is the
together and
biggest.
make it a moment to remember for the whole year
Such a
until your
sweet.
next birthday celebration, and so on and so forth. Then, you shall have an eternity of happiness.
Yeah, that's very very wholesome. I love what she has to say about Venti.
That's the name the animal Archon takes these days, is it? Truth be told, from the very first moment I met him, I could somehow sense that we were not going to get along. Also, he sure can drink a lot.
I love Venti, and he just he's just a big ball. He's just a ball of chaos. That's his ult, and that's what he does. Um, it's great. This quote makes me kind of sad. Yeah, although to be fair, he's not really a god of beer. He's a god that appreciates beer, but he certainly is not a god of beer. He wouldn't be able to tell the difference. He probably can tell the difference between good beer and bad beer, but he is definitely not the archon of the god of beer, not in Tevat. That title probably exists, and I don't think it belongs to Venti. I don't think he deserves it. He's someone that's just a blob of chaos, and alcohol just happens to be part of that. I don't think that that's his identity. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, our femboy over here, he is definitely someone that that can drink a lot, but he's also a god. He can do what he wants. Um, Look at that. This guy is just a ball of chaos. Just look at what he's wearing. It's just all so. It's just all so chaotic. Like just everything he wears it just screams chaos. Like he just does what he wants. And if drinking makes him happy, it makes him happy. You know. Although, no, Venti never gets serious. Venti never gets serious. At least not in this day and age. He never gets serious. Changed my mind. Venti has never gotten serious in this entire series. Like, don't get me wrong, he gets reminiscent about things, but like, yeah, he gets serious, but he's never mad serious. He's doing what he wants to help people. Yeah, he doesn't feel bound by duty. He just wants to help people out. And that's what he does. He does take that somewhat seriously, more seriously than he takes himself. I feel like Venti is someone who is very, very humble for a god. And it's hilarious. How like he's literally an archon, and he's such a humble person that just he's just like, I recognize that I'm the weakest archon. I recognize that, maybe I shirked my duty. I disappeared for hundreds of years, and never showed up to my country. Yes, but okay. The thing about Venti's story quest is very, how do I say it? Venti's story quest was serious, but I don't think he treated it seriously. I think he just was like, "Oh, this is someone that needs help. This is someone that's trying to seek, closure for his experiences." And he's like, yeah, he wants to help people out, but it doesn't mean that he's serious about it. He just does what he wants, and he wants to help someone out. He's gonna help someone out. That's maybe we have different definitions of serious, but definitely, definitely, you know, Venti is someone that he does what he wants, even when he's serious. He's still kind of just trolling around. Oh, there's the hat. Oh, the hat. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Okay, so it rotates like that. I do love her design, though. I love Lumine's character design so much. They did such a great job developing Lumine's character design, and it's like, and I think that Sarah Miller does a great job voicing her, and I just love hearing, female traveler's voice. Just so nice. Um, Weird to say that, but really it is what it is. Wow, look at all these elemental skills. There are 12. Ha, Windblade, huh, drop, Starfall, ha, take this. Lightning Slash. So it's all of them. Prepare to be blown away. Zhongli claps all the Archons, no cap. He is the oldest Archon. Our boy is definitely the oldest. But I'm very careful when I say all, I try to be very careful when I say something like all the X, because the truth of the matter is, we haven't seen the other Archons yet. We haven't seen the Tsuritsa, we haven't seen Natlan, we haven't seen Sumeru, we haven't seen Fontaine. There are Archons there that we've never even met before. So, I have doubts. I believe that Zhongli is definitely worthy of being an Archon. At the time he was an Archon, and still, he still could have that. But I feel like he's definitely there's still a good possibility he's no longer the strongest Archon. Who knows? He might be the strongest Archon. Like, we know that. If we look at the landscape, we can go up here. No, we can't really go up there to look at the landscape. Where can I see a good thing of landscape? I don't know. If we look at the general landscape of Teyvat, right? Maybe you can kind of see all this here. This is the rest of Teyvat. No, and that's the wrong way. We want to be looking at this direction, right? There's still a lot of Teyvat to explore. And yes, while Zhongli is the strongest that we know of right now, I don't think there's significant lore beyond to confirm or deny. Once all the Archons are out and we have a little bit more insight to their true strength, I think it would be that would be a safe time to say, okay, this Archon is definitely the most. This Archon is the most powerful. Because the thing is, it's yes, Zhongli. I guess it also depends on what your definition of power is. Because power can mean a lot of different people. If you're talking about straight up damage at their prime, I would say Venti was more powerful in his prime. because Venti, he was just a ball of chaos, and like you saw the bullcrap that he does, like that made Mondstadt what it is. You know, he cut a mountain and just was like yeet. The entire one of the islands in the archipelago, and during the beach update was just straight up Venti was like, oh, I sneezed, and suddenly these ruins are here. Um, that's how powerful Venti is. Um,
Osmanthus wine tastes the
and
same
that's
as
just
I
like raw
remember.
power, right? Zhongli is
But
a
where are
lot
those
more.
who share the memory?
Zhongli is a lot more composed. His powers, like even if it is more powerful, it's a lot more condensed, and it's. I mean, yes, you can see like Guyan Stone Forest and everything, but very very little is comparing power is not something I super enjoy doing, because I recognize that even like the most flexible power still has situations that it will be weak to. So that's just kind of don't get me wrong. So yeah, like some people might say like knowledge is power. Don't get like Zhongli, he has a lot of wisdom, he has a lot of knowledge, but there's also the god of wisdom out there who might, who knows, god of wisdom just might be a fool, but someone that's wise but also not intelligent. You know what I mean? So like I play a lot of D&D, right? So one of the things about D&D is that they separate like wisdom from intelligence. Zhongli is someone with a lot of intelligence. Venti might be the weakest Archon now, but he still wins our hearts. I love Venti so much. He is the best. Venti is the very best, and I wish we had more characters like him. I wish we had more characters like him. That's just like, happy they do what he wants. Oh yeah, we do. It's Kazuo. But I don't know why I love Venti's design so much. I guess it's just I'm attracted to the feminine part of it. But it is what it is. Um, yeah, dude, I love Venti. He's the weakest now, but like in their prime, like he won a war. This guy, this idiot here, this idiot won a war. He won like 3. So like yeah, and another reason why he was so like I don't know. I can definitely see. And all right. So I was recently watching a video by this Genshin theorist called Ashikai, and she was talking about like how ascensions, like, well, um, Conryu kill count, right? She was talking about how ascensions. She was talking about how these ascensions here, and they talk about the ascensions in the profile as well, right? She talks about how the ascensions are canonical, how we, as the traveler, we are ascending these characters to give them these powers that they have. Um, so as of right now, my Venti, my Zhongli, my Raiden Shogun, they're all level 89. They're all Ascension 6. They're all the same power level, like canonically speaking, at this moment in time. Um, Before, and that's why they're always super compared, like they're said to be super weakened and everything, and that's kind of the theory that like these ascensions they matter. you know uh Venti's a romantic, and I love him for that, but these ascensions they matter, and if you get a character and ascend them, they are canonically you know that powerful, as powerful as they've been ascended. Um, I feel very bad to say this, but I am so sorry. I have homework to do. I've got a shift tonight. So thank you very much, Barbecue, for being for coming to my stream, and um yeah, and having a conversation with me. I enjoy talking, and it's a lot easier to talk with someone and not like
kind of, that's kind of what it feels like, streaming by yourself with no one in the chat. It feels like talking to a brick wall, which, just happens to be like what a lot of people are feeling about MiHoYo right now. But that's a conversation we already had, and let's not go back into it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll probably stream tomorrow morning as well, same time. Tomorrow morning my time, so I think that'll be tomorrow night for you. So I'll be here again if you have time. I'd love to see you back. So thank you very much for watching, and that's it.